Welcome to the magic world of how things are made. Let's find out. Once upon a time, there was a little gardener gnome who lived in a forest surrounded by tall, leafy trees. His skin was green. His hair was curly and brown, and he always wore a straw hat and gardener's pants full of pockets to hold his tools. While walking through the nearby field, always curious to discover new plants, the gnome stumbled upon a tiger nut plant. He decided to take some home to study them more closely. When he arrived, he observed them carefully and realized that tiger nuts were perfect for making a delicious and refreshing drink he had heard called horchata. With excitement, the gnome imagined how he could make many children happy with a special horchata factory. He decided to learn how to make the famous Valencian tiger nut horchata. Once he knew how to make it, he decided to get to work on making the horchata. Put on a plaid shirt and sturdy boots, collected the tiger nuts he had rescued from the field and carefully washed them to remove all the dirt. In his charming forest kitchen, full of herbs and spices, the gnome soaked the tiger nuts. It was an important step, as this would prepare them for their transformation into a magical drink. After waiting, the gnome carefully drained the tiger nuts and placed them in a special grinder he had built himself with wood and magic. While grinding, his nose twitched from side to side with joy, enjoying the sweet aroma that filled the kitchen. Once the tiger nut paste was ready, the gnome mixed it with fresh water from a small nearby stream, using a large wooden spoon that had butterfly carvings. The drink needed to pass through a fine cheesecloth to separate the liquid from the pulp. His assistant Xavi did it skillfully. The gnome worked skillfully, spreading the cloth over a large bowl and carefully pouring the mixture. Always smiling, performed the movements with such gentleness that it seemed as if the macabre slow hour of the forest clock danced with him. It was time to add a special touch to the horchata. Following the gnome's instructions, added sugar so the children would enjoy it even more. With all the ingredients mixed and the aroma filling his house, the gnome tasted it and his eyes sparkled with satisfaction. With the drink ready, the gnome began bottling the horchata with his skilled and quick hands. Each bottle had a label cleverly drawn by his friend, the artist mouse, who also lived in the forest. The gnome's horchata factory became known among the children of the nearby village. They came to the forest to try the magical drink that had won their hearts. The parents couldn't explain how such pure and delicious happiness had come to their children, but they knew that each bottle offered endless smiles. One afternoon, when the children came to visit, the gnome explained the making process to them, and together they enjoyed teamwork, becoming little horchata makers. The gnome not only taught them how to make horchata, but also how to care for the forest and the tiger nut plants. And so, with each new bottle, the shadowy gnome shared wisdom and magic with the children, leaving a legacy of sweetness and happiness that would last forever. The forest continued to buzz with the magic of horchata, always fresh and full of laughter. Each horchata making session was a special moment in the gnome's life. Just before the next tiger nut harvest, the gnome sat on his wooden porch and thought about the incredible impact his factory had made. As he continued to smile and make horchata, He knew that the true magic wasn't just in the drink, but in the community, in the children who learned to love the forest as much as he did. If you like this story, subscribe to the channel and give me a big thumbs up. See you soon.